What's going on, guys? GB back at you with a brand new video, and right about now I'm about to bring you guys a very trippy episode of Tales from the Crypt. Now I know I've been slacking on the Tales from the Crypt episodes for a minute, but now let's get right back into it. The episode we're going to be checking out today is called Strung Alone, which opens up with a very depressed old man named Joseph Renfield. The reason why Joseph is so depressed is because he's an out-of-work puppeteer that hasn't got a huge gig in years. In his prime, he was the best at his craft, but now he's just a depressed old man wandering around his home trying to find motivation to keep going. He also shares this home with his wife Ellen, who is more the outgoer than Joseph, as she has a very good social life outside of the home.
Hi, honey. Can't get him out of the house.
Hey man, I don't think I could ever be depressed to the point where I got two gorgeous Caucasian sisters in my swimming pool. Like, I'll be out there trying to get it cracking, you know what I'm saying? But after he turns down this grand opportunity, he goes down to his dark basement and begins to communicate with his most popular puppet and best friend, Coco.
Want my opinion?
Not especially.
How about taking a little more off the top?
Nobody asked you, Coco.
You've been carving that same head now for 2 months. You make those cheekbones any higher.
No, damn it. Don't say it. The last thing I want to hear from you is I told you so.
I know what you're asking yourself right now. Is he actually talking for the puppet, or does the puppet have a mind of its own? Well, in order for you to find out, you're gonna have to stick around and keep watching the video, because the conclusion is insane. After this, his wife Ellen comes into the basement and tries to motivate Joseph to get out the house.
Why don't you come for a swim?
I want to take you away from your friend.
Lucy went home.
Man, what? Man, you should have been out there trying to get more acquainted with Lucy, because she was most definitely a dime. But man, if you want to stay in your basement and talk to your puppet, then so be it. I'm just saying, if I was in this brother's position, it would have been going down, goddamn me.
I'm sorry, I guess I'm just depressed.
Well, of course you're depressed. You sit in this dark little room all day talking to yourself. It's not healthy. Did you take your medication today?
I feel fine, really.
And what color would you like me to wear to your funeral? If you want another heart attack, go ahead.
Damn, this brother got all kind of issues. Boy, super depressed, talk to himself, and he on medication. Like, what's really going on here? But after this, his wife then apologizes for being too hard on him, and this leads to him opening up the mail that she previously gave him. Once he opens up the letter, he rushes to Ellen with some great news.
They want me for a tribute to the golden age of television.
What?
Yes, for a television special. They want me to do one of the old Coco and Clyde routines.
Now, wait a minute. Do you think you're up for this? I mean, they're not giving you much notice.
Up to it? Why, I could do it in my sleep. Ellie, this is what I need. I'm going out of my head. I mean, who knows? This could be the beginning of a comeback.
Well, now, let's not blow it out of proportion. It's just a TV show.
Damn, girl, why you trying to shoot down the man's dream? And wasn't you just complaining about him being crammed up in the house all day? Like, you should be happy that he just received this opportunity. Not trying to hate on the brother talking about, oh, it ain't nothing. It's just some little lame old TV thing. Hey, girl, what is you on?
But who knows? Maybe it'll get you out of the house.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna get the brother out of the house with your goofy ass. But later on that night, Joseph tells Ellen that he feels fully inspired again and can't wait to come up with new material for his next act. And of course, she starts downplaying the situation again, telling Joseph that she doesn't want him to push himself as it might lead to more medical problems.
Now, wait a minute. I don't want you pushing yourself. I won't let you do this if it makes you sick again.
Sick? But I told you already. I haven't felt this good in years.
Well, maybe we should have Dr. Lippman check you out just in case.
Why? I'm on enough medication already.
All right, no more doctors.
After she says that she won't call the doctors on him, she then suggests that he should get help with coming up new material. After she makes this suggestion, Joseph then agrees, which also leads to him becoming a hell of a lot more inspired.
What's that all about?
I don't know. I guess I feel inspired.
Inspired, eh?
Oh, hell no, girl. Why you looking like that? Fix your face. Like you was just complaining about the brother being depressed and talking to himself all day. Now that he motivated and got a good attitude, you been over here telling him that he shouldn't pursue this opportunity and that he need medical help. Like it's something fishy about you, girl. But the very next day, Ellen brings a friend named David from her acting class in order to assist Joseph with his next project. But at first, when they're looking for him, it appears that he isn't in the basement, which leads to Ellen going to look for him upstairs. Once she's headed upstairs, David begins to look around the basement, and as he's looking around the basement, something kind of creepy and awesome happens.
How the hell did you do that?
Right! How did he just do that? That boy hella talented. Like, what is it, an oxygen tank inside the puppet or something? Like, how has this man been out of work for so long and he this cold with the puppets? Don't make no sense, man.
For starters, it's not Mr. Renfield. It's Joseph, okay?
Yes, sir. This is a real honor for me.
Did Ellen tell you kissing my ass was part of the job?
No, sir. Actually, that was my idea.
What you goofy at? But after this, Joseph asks David, has he ever worked with puppets before? David then informs Joseph that his specialty is animatronics. This then leads to Joseph giving David some OG wisdom on puppets.
Puppets aren't machines. They're an extension of the puppeteer. They're a part of you, and you become part of them. Now, if that's a problem for you, maybe you shouldn't do it.
Mr. Renfield, Joseph, I want to learn. That's why I'm here. And now I've got the chance to learn the craft from a master. I want that chance. I do. Great. Thanks.
After they make this quick bond, he then goes to have a conversation with his wife about David. She tells Joseph that she isn't fond of David, but later tells him if he thinks David is the perfect choice for him to help him with his work, then she's okay with it. This then leads to somewhat of an awkward conversation about her not wanting to stay home.
I left some dinner in the microwave for you.
Where are you going?
Where I go every Tuesday night, my acting class.
Do you have to go? Why can't we have dinner at home?
Well, it's the only chance I get to get out of the house. You may like being shut in, but I don't.
Hey man, ever since Joseph's been in a good mood, this woman just gets meaner and meaner and seems to not care that her husband is now happy. And we already know that he the breadwinner in the house, cause the only thing that we know that she do is go to acting class. And another thing that we know is that you don't get paid to go to class. But later on in the night, as Joseph sits in the living room, he begins to start having a very eerie conversation with Coco.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Depends, Coco. What are you thinking? She wouldn't do that to us.
Hey man, whatever it is, she's definitely doing it. Cause not one time has she been happy since you got a new gig.
Tell me you agree with me.
Guess we'll have to take that as a no. Boy, look about creepy as hell. But after this intense discussion, we then cut to the next day of Joseph and David practicing their routine. All while they're practicing their routine, Ellen is on the sideline hating.
Damn it, I keep getting the strings tangled.
Well, now, it's okay. Don't get frustrated. You're using too much wrist. Now, just think of the arms and hands as a long appendage reaching down through the controller into the puppet's toes. Okay? Just back and forth real easy. Like this. See? Just don't force it.
It's amazing how you do that.
Thanks, kiddo. I've been in this business a long time.
Girl, fix your damn face. Like, why are you looking like that? Like you was the one that said that he needed help with his routine, and now that he getting help and is in a happy mood, you ain't been doing nothing but hating on his progress. But as soon as she gets done sideline hating, Joseph and David begin to make a ton of progress, leading to them perfecting their act.
I lost you in that last wave. I lost me in that last wave, too.
Oh, and by the way, Clyde, when you get up on the board, you're supposed to yell cowabunga, not help me, Mommy. Oh, thanks, Coco. And what do I yell when the board gets on top of me? That's when you yell, help me, Mommy. Oh, that's much better.
Hey man, how many of y'all will hire these two for your kid's birthday party? Cause this is a darn good job if you ask me. But after this, Ellen then comes downstairs, in which she believes that the act was just okay.
Did you catch the scene?
Yeah, it looked okay.
From her, that's a rave review. What'd you think of the new lines?
They're okay.
Well, I thought they were great. David wrote them.
Who told David to do that?
Man, do this girl agree with anything? Like, she's just always disagreeing. She disagreed with him accepting his new gig. She disagrees with him working with David, even though she brought him around. And now she disagreeing with him changing up his script. Like, what is this girl's problem?
All I did was update the material from the 50s to the 90s.
Great. But the show you're writing for is a tribute to the 50s. I suggest you change it back.
No, but I like the changes. They work better. Hey, listen, David's got a great idea.
So who's running this show now, you or him?
Girl, if you don't get your goofy behind out of here. But right after she storms out, David begins to confide in Joseph by asking him if he's alright. This then leads to Joseph telling David that he thinks his wife is having an affair.
I think there's someone in her acting class.
What do you mean? You think she's having an affair?
No, I'm being ridiculous. Let's get back to work.
Look, if you want, I can swing by your acting class on Wednesday night and I can check it out for you. It'd be no problem.
Wednesday night? Her acting class is on Tuesday night.
Yeah, she's definitely having an affair. Up here lying about what day her acting classes are on. And damn, I just thought of something. No wonder why she's acting so put offish. She pushing for that divorce, which would then lead to her getting half of Joseph's possessions. Like, girl, you ain't slick. But once this is over, David and Ellen get into a very intense argument, which leads to David airing out Ellen's dirty laundry.
I don't think you should come back tomorrow.
What have you got against me? I don't understand why you hate me so much.
I'd like to do this as quietly as possible. But if it's a matter of money, I'm sure we can come to some agreement.
You are disgusting. Do you know that? By the way, how long have you been cheating on your husband?
How dare you? How dare you talk to me
Stop
like
it,
that?
you two.
Hold on, how she gonna bring this man in and then all of a sudden don't want him to be there? Like you was the one that brought him to the house. And why she get so mad when he brought up that she cheating on her husband? Like, girl, if it wasn't true, you wouldn't be getting so mad.
What's the matter with you? David is my friend.
Oh, he's your friend, is he? You can have friends, but I can't.
I never said you can't have friends.
That's news. In the past 8 years, I've lost every friend I've had because of you. I'm sick of your jealousy. I'm sick of you trying to control me like I'm one of your goddamn puppets.
Hold on, wait a minute. Now, Joseph here doesn't have any of those traits she just named. Like, this man ain't jealous of the fact that you got friends. That's why you was able to have old girl in the swimming pool. And I know she didn't just call this brother controlling. Like, how is this man controlling? Because previously, when he said that you should stay home and have dinner, you denied it. Now, if he was a controlling person, he would have said, nah, girl, you ain't going no damn where. But he didn't. He let your goofy ass go. So what is this woman talking about?
Where are you going?
To see a friend.
Oh, wow. Soon as she would have said that, I would have got them divorce papers ready. Because, girl, you ain't about to bring HIV up in this house. No, sirree, Bob.
I should have listened to you, Coco. You knew. You knew.
It wasn't exactly hard to see coming. She's young and beautiful. You're just a tired old man.
Oh man, that boy not moving his mouth. Like either he hearing voices in his head or Coco is actually alive. But after this, he then tells Coco that he wants to divorce Ellen. And when he tells Coco this, he then suggested something completely different.
Divorce will cost you. I say you take matters into your own hands.
No, I can't. I can't.
Sure you can.
I don't know, man. That might seem like a good idea because, yeah, she definitely gonna get half if he divorces her. Nah, I'm just playing, man. Y'all ain't hear me just say that, man. I ain't say that. But once this is over, Joseph then falls asleep. When he wakes up, he realizes that Coco is no longer attached to his strings.
Coco?
Helen! 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 Helen!
Bro, I have no idea why this is so funny to me. Like, that boy just look goofy as hell. Oh no! That boy Coco done went and took matters into his own hands. This also led to my boy Joseph catching a heart attack. And man, how creepy is this? Like, I would have probably had a heart attack too if I saw this. But this right here then leads to something even more shocking.
Sorry, old man. Real sorry.
Is he dead yet?
Almost. So what do you think, Joe? I know it's not as graceful as what you do, but I think with a little money.
Your money. I think he'll end up pretty damn good.
Bye, Joe.
Oh my God, the disrespect. Not only did they just kill this man, but this buster right here came up in his crib, took his puppet, cut the strings off of it, and turned him into an animatronic. The one thing that Joseph despises. And then is Mark talking about he about to jumpstart his career off of Joseph's money. Like, boy, what's gonna happen when people don't like your goofy ass puppets?
You should get cleaned up. Call 911.
Where'd you put the real Coco anyway?
He's under there. Come on, hon, we don't have that much time.
Okay.
Ooh! Alright, Coco, I see you, boy. Like, instead of putting him under the bed, y'all should have locked that boy up in the cage or something. Cause he just crawled from under that bed and hit that boy with the okie doke. But it's not over yet, guys.
Rick, what the hell are you doing? The paramedics are gonna be here any minute. Rick, what are you doing? You have to get out of here. This isn't funny.
Up here, kiddo.
Woo! Karma came back around on them instantly. I like it. But if y'all thought this was crazy, the conclusion to this episode is just downright insane.
You're not gonna believe this. Yeah? I've seen just about everything. Not like this, you haven't.
Man, I have so many questions right now. Although I'm happy that my boy Joseph got his revenge, how the hell did he pull it off? Like, was it a little Joseph puppet running around the house all this time? Like, was Coco just a decoy of this puppet, and this was the actual puppet that he was talking to when he was in the basement? Or how about this theory? Did he somehow pull a Charles Lee Ray and transform this soul into the puppet's body? That boy hit their ass with that, do it, umbrella. Give me the power, I beg of you. Snore, sneak, snore, bandala with your looking eyes, boy. But yeah, man, I don't know. All I gotta say is that, man, this was a crazy conclusion. But with all that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Like, I told y'all this was gonna be a trippy. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Like, I got so many episodes to do of this, Twilight Zone, and all the rest of the horror anthology shows. So man, just stay subscribed to the channel because you ain't gonna want to miss what I got coming up next. But with all that being said, guys, I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. GB signing out.